Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. You guys. Ah! I just went fishing to get some food. And a pussycat. A pussycat. Eee. My pussycat. And it's a black pussycat. Just like my real life pussycat. I shall see if his name fits on a tag. I think I've got a tag. Take. Oh, I have to have a thingy, don't I? I think you have to have a block. Block. And other things, but I can't remember. There it is. Come on. There is an anvil. There we go. Oh, I need 3. Okay. 1, 2. Got a kitty cat. Kitty. I know it's silly, but it's a kitty cat. Let's see. My cat. Technically, he's called Puss. Little Puss. But my girlfriend nicknamed him Henry Murder Hands. Yay! Here we go. One must start a Minecraft video occasionally with a frivolous thing. Yay! Hello, little pussycat. I shall leave you there so that the creepers hopefully do not come up my ridiculously awkward and crooked stairway. But look, I have a kitty cat. I honestly thought black cats only spawned like in swamps. I thought cats in general only spawned in villages, but it was just here, just wild. I always try and get a little black cat whenever I play Minecraft, with the exception of the city, because it's the worst time having a black cat in the city. Like, black cat. Okay. What was I doing? This is supposed to be the beginning. Okay. I got a bit too excited. Excitement over the kitty. So we start again. Hello, everybody. David here. I've been having quite a lot of fun. At this stage of the game, I quite enjoy it because I get to explore and find horses and animals and plan builds and get kitty cats. I shall try and keep my voice low. I probably won't be able to keep it low. So off camera, I've mostly been just doing like mining to get. I'm trying to get more stone and andesite and probably what's it called? Deep slate, and then I can have walls for my castle, which is outlined. Plus towers. So I want to try a shading, a gradient, like I saw on Hermitcraft. B-dubs and Cleo were doing really well. I mean, and quite a few of the hermits were doing it. So I want to have a go, and but that involves collecting lots of real, actual resources. But I've been digging, and I've got a very long staircase. It hasn't quite got to proper diamond level, which is where I want to aim because I hit a big void, so I'm going to have to zigzag back around and keep going, and hope I don't hit something else like a lava field or something. But other than the general maintenance things of oops, wrong button, that button, I'm trying to increase my crops and my animals. And this very crooked stairwell. I'm not quite sure how to make it not crooked while also not covering this the mine. Yes. Hello, Henry. Mr. Murder Hands. So I've been doing quite a lot of bits and pieces. Just fun stuff that I thought, oh, I'll do this. Like trying to have a copper stairwell all the way down to my ugly box of doom. It was the original not house, but still somewhere to put my stuff. I haven't transferred it up yet, all the dogs, because I want to get, firstly I want to get at least the first level of the castle done, and then there'll be a roof that I can put the doggies under, and then I can sort out where I want the probably here where I want the storage room to be. I always start a game trying to like be sensible and do a storage room. I even had a game where I figured out, or tried, I keep ruining it, but I tried like Scar to have an automatic sorting system. It worked for about 10 seconds, and then it wasn't as complicated as his, and didn't involve minecart thingies. Mine was all droppers, but I don't know if anyone knows this, but droppers are really cool. They're really slow, and they take a boatload of iron. And while I've got a not insubstantial amount, it's still not a lot. Not enough to make a lot of droppers. I think, oh yeah, I made feet and hat, so at least there's that. But until I can get a mending, that's loud, until I can get a mending villager here, I'm going to have to be very careful with my resources. So first on the list is to do the outline, to do planning of where to put towers, because there'll be towers and a wall the whole way around. I don't know whether I'll do the texture shading the whole way around, but certainly on the castle. So I want the castle done so that I can then start the storage system. And then once I've got storage, I can figure out, I know a couple of redstone-y things, so I kind of figured it out myself, and then found a tutorial to do it better for a furnace array, so I can do a furnace array. I also need to figure out where I want to put a lava farm. I might put it somewhere so like normally it's just sort of out in the open and they're a bit ugly, so I thought maybe I could put it behind a wall, or do like a build over here somewhere, or I'm just jumping because I can't see anything. Actually, do I have? No, I don't have a bucket of water. So I'll just get up higher. So I have the storage in the castle. I may have a little tiny building, or maybe in the tower that I was going to put sort of one tower there right at the edge of the to melt the castle with the wall. and then 2 towers here. I might put the lava farm and the two nearest towers. I also need to figure out where I want to put any villagers that I kidnap. Probably over there because they're noisy blighters. And I'm trying to play the game as much as possible with sound on. It's at least easier to listen and hear things that are going to blow up or hit me or whatever. So I need to prep the area for a villager before even thinking about kidnapping. I do not have enough rails to go the whole way to the village and back, but I can do it in sections. I've done it before. I moved some villages like a kilometre in the game, and I just used, I think it was 2 or 3 stacks of rails, which I found a thingy with the mining shafts with rails, so it's not a waste of iron there. And I just did it in sections, and then when nighttime came I just put a box around them and waited for nighttime to end, which would probably be a very boring thing to watch, but I'll see what I can do. I might be able to make like a ramp, like a bridge, a direct line of sight. Well, that's a very long void, across the void, but we'll see what happens. I've got enough gold, and I found some redstone. If I want, I can do some booster rails. So, I'm being summary. Today's goal is to do at least the first level of the castle, to put in a storage area, which will probably be at that front bit, and then a furnace array somewhere in the castle as well, and then put lava farms in the towers nearest to the castle, or inside the castle but kind of covered with some kind of decoration, or I don't know, trapdoors, I don't know, something. I also need to prep the area for for the villagers. I want to do an enchanting setup, but I'm still not at diamond level, so I can't make an enchanting table. So I may not be able to do that, because I want silk touch, because I also want to go and get the bees that are floating out where some of the forest used to be. There's 2 beehives, and I want to get silk touch so I can grab them and the bees and bring them into this area with the animals and stuff. Obviously I have to put down more flowers, but that's okay. Yeah. Castle, farms, storage, prep for villager. And when I get bored, I'll go down and continue digging to try and get to diamond level. Diamond level is so far away now, but that's okay. We'll get there eventually. I'm also starting from the mountain, so yeah. I'm still thinking, yay cat, yay cat, yay cat, ooh, cat. It's so cute when I get excited about something. My intro is long enough. So, we shall start with the castle and try and do some farm type things, or possibly do the farm type things and then build the castle around it. See what the Muse wants to do. But cue the music and wish me luck. Welcome back. To be honest, I hate it. Look at it. It's ugly. Which is a bummer. I spent a lot of time on it. The shapes are wrong. It's just wrong. I do like the shading though. The shading looks kind of cool, but the shape is all wrong. I've got to, I don't know, add towers or make different heights, maybe? Make like the midsection shorter than the side sections. I don't know what it is, but I don't like it. And that front view is just terrible. Oops. Oh, those animals are so loud. So, yeah. It's not ideal. I'm going to have to go back to the drawing board and figure out what I want to do. I just sort of went with the flow. Normally when I make something in like creative, I'll just fiddle and keep fiddling until I get a basic idea in my design world, and then I'll like replicate it in the game. But I just sort of thought, oh, you know, I'm in survival. I may as well have a go, just see what happens. So I think I need to put like different vertical differences, the vertical heights. At the moment it's too flat on the top. So maybe turn this corner into a tower and this middle bit here into a shorter bit. I don't know. I think it needs to be uppy downy instead of flat. This tower's kind of cool, but I might see if I can get some glass and put a bubble column, because I hate going around and around and around. I have this weird habit of falling off of spiral staircases. Oof, there we go. But it's a nice view. I think I left my I like jumping off things, so oops. I normally have a water bucket on me to catch myself. So the next half of this episode, I'm going to be doing the castle again, and then once it's, well, I might do the bottom story, and I'll do some of the farms that I do actually know how to do inside, like the lava farm and the automatic composter and stuff like that. I'm going out here because that is the original village out there, and I noticed when I extended my load distance, there's another one over here. So because this one is not, it's not on the donut. It's okay if I screw it up. So I'm going to go and try and ship some villagers from that village in the daytime, obviously, when there's less evil things trying to murder me and murdering villagers. I'm going to basically make like ramps across from this one over to there, over to that one, and then I can just use the rails that I've got in sections to get it back. The last time I used rail to bring a bunch of villagers, I forgot about like beds, so I might be able to do it without having to make a temporary sleeping place, a temporary space to just hang out for 10 minutes at night time while moving them. I might have a sheep in that game, I can't remember. But I'll make it as straight ahead as possible, and before I do that, I will turn this area here where I'm standing into like a barn or something to have the villager hall. I'll start with just 2 villagers, and then there's a villager breeding thingy that I saw on Hermitcraft that I'll try. I don't know if I'll be able to do it, but I'll have a go. And then I can have infinite villagers, and then I'll go for trying to figure out how to get a mending villager, because it's really expensive to remake stuff once it's all used. As you can see, I did a lot of mining and found a lot of diamonds, but not before I actually lost everything. I fell, and then I fell next to lava, and all I had survived was 1 pickaxe. And it's raining. So I got 1 pickaxe. So it was not a very helpful depth, but hopefully the I found a bunch of diamonds, and now I have diamond armor. Yay! Rainbows rock. But yeah, so mining is not easy or safe, even when you have an actual shaft that goes just straight down. So the rest of today, I'm gonna see if I can figure out, just spend a little bit of time trying to make the castle look like a castle instead of an abomination made of blocks. I didn't age the copper, so it's gonna look rough for ages, but that's the colour I actually wanted to be fully green. So that's why that kind of clashes, because it's new and it hasn't all corroded yet. I had to put a gate here because things kept coming up. Usually zombies. But, so yes, my goals are to try and have a go at making the castle look better. And if after like an hour or so of fiddling it doesn't work, because I've got a limited block palette, I can't just, ideally I would swap out maybe the cobble for like concrete powder or something similar, because I don't really like cobble, it's ugly. But I, to be perfectly honest, I actually don't know how to make concrete powder yet. I know it's like sand and I think gravel. I don't know, but I don't actually have an ocean nearby, so there isn't a lot of sand to mine out there. There's a lake down there, but it doesn't have a lot of sand, and I think there's a lake in the middle of the donut, but I don't think there's a lot of sand there. So yeah, I'll try and have a go at fixing the castle. If I can't get it to work to a degree that I like, I'll just go and put a roof on it and just deal with the fact it's a bit ugly. I want to put a lava farm in here somewhere, probably across here, because there's not much else you can put on a diagonal. I want to put like a storage section in this corner, and then maybe I can put the other thing I was going to do, the automatic composter. I might possibly put an automatic composter like downstairs where the actual composters are at the moment. We'll see what I feel like. And then start with the villager trading area. I just need a roof, walls and a roof, just to keep them safe, because villagers have this really terrible habit of like running straight at the thing that will murder them. So I was thinking just, an old-fashioned, red barn. You see all the farmer, the American movies set on farms, and those big red barns with the oddly shaped roofs. I thought I might just do that. Probably won't be red because I don't currently have the colour palette. Unless I want to do the whole thing out of copper, which I think would be somewhat excessive. And most of my copper's gone into my steps. So, yes. That's the goals for the moment. I'm hoping I can fix this castle. I do love the colour palette, and I like how the tuff melds into the cobblestone and then into the... Is it diorite? The grey at the top. It kind of clashes a little bit with the... Oh, my words are not working today. With the darkest colour at the bottom. But I like the fact that it could... From a distance, it could look like it's shading. But the shape's all wrong, and I need to add... It's just... Nah. But hopefully, cross fingers, toes crossed, it will work. I will figure it out. If not, I'll at least progress the game. And we'll start with the first thing I don't know how to do or haven't done myself, which is an automatic, semi-automatic breeding farm for villagers. I don't know how that'll go. You'll probably find it amusing, but we'll see. So, cue either music or me swearing, depending on what I'm doing next. welcome back. While I was doing a lot of the work in this episode, I heard the news that Jelly, Scar's wonderful pussycat, died, and so I thought I would just name this one Jelly. So we have Henry Midhands and Jelly. So we shall have an army of Henrys and Jellies eventually. Poor kitty cat. I hope Scar's getting lots of hugs from lots of people. Now, I did manage to kidnap two villagers. They are currently in a permanent going around circles fairground. Took a bit of work, and I'm probably going to leave that there in case I want to steal some more. Just 4 more over in that village. Because I started redoing the castle, there isn't time in this episode to do the breeding farm and try and get a mending villager. I'll do that next time. But I do like I like better the additions that I've done to the castle. I may turn the wood back into andesite. We'll see what happens. Also made a gatehouse, which I kind of like. If I want to get a bow, I can do a little bit of sniping from up here. So it's all good. Obviously, I've only done the front of the base, and not even most of the ceiling. So we'll do that next episode. I was gonna do more filing and stuff. Make my storage system, but I've been so focused on trying to make this better on the outside, ever the builder, that I just haven't had time. I also remembered that the downside of having a lava farm is that anything wood goes, flame up and die. So I'm going to put the lava farm along here and up along to here. I've got all the materials, I just haven't done it yet. Also, I tried to show it on the montage, but I now have llamas. Oof, that is so loud. I have llamas, and they were stolen from a now murdered wandering trader. So I shall have an army of llamas. I haven't really figured out what to do with llamas other than you look funny when you're riding them. I think you have to put boxes in their bellies like a donkey, and then you can sort of walk around or ride on a horse or whatever and just have a trail of them behind you with storage. I think that's what they do, mostly. They're also a good source of leather, which sounds horrible, but everything in Minecraft is about the resource. But so far, I'm pretty happy. It's still... Castles are a problematic thing in Minecraft, because they're, to make them look good, you sort of... I don't know. I guess maybe the problem with castles is actually my standards for castles, because they never look quite as graceful and fancy as I want them to. I used to try and do the old stereotype of a flying castle, a floating island with a castle on it, and I can never get the castles right. And at this scale, this small, It's very, very hard to get a castle right, but I think it's right enough so that I'm not going to grumble and swear every time I go in the base. So we'll just see what happens from here on. I'm not looking forward to doing these the villager breeding farm thingy, because I've never really succeeded. This game is so loud with all the noises on. But I haven't done it before, and I'm going to be using a YouTube video to try and get it to work. It looks relatively simple, like the physics, like, you know, it's probably easier than the old-fashioned mob farms. But we'll see. We'll see. But for now, I have done enough. My episode has gone way longer than I intended it to. So, until next time, ara ni tasa.